University of the Gambia started classes on Monday, October 2nd at the Faraba campus. However, earlier this week, a large number of students missed their lectures and got stranded in Faraba due to transportation issues. This problem has caused a lot of concern among students who are now raising issues related to transportation and accessibility. Ismaila Jase, a final year student majoring in biology, believes starting lectures at Faraba was a rush decision that was not well calculated.
Faraba was a rush. To me, it is somehow a miscalculated decision. Good example from myself. I'm a biology major, and most of my courses, they require practical. And the biggest problem here is the labs. Most of the materials are not even available. That is why even this semester, most of the practical courses are not mounted.
Musaba, a fourth-year student at the School of Education who is majoring in history, points out several challenges that needs to be addressed despite the conducive learning environment in Faraba.
Notice some challenges in the areas of the smart boards. Some classes, the smart boards are not fixed on the wall, and then some classes have no furniture. Likewise, when it comes to the toilets, they are not level. So meaning you can see both genders using the same toilet. That need to be separated. They should be labeled so as to avoid such, because this can cause some unforeseen circumstances.
Pinter Sow calls for the provision of furniture and food canteens and equally label the facilities as not friendly to people who are physically challenged.
Appealing to the government or to the ministry, like if they can have sensors on the door or sensors in the campus, whereas those sensors will be the one that will help those blind people to know their direction, where they are heading to, which will guide them.
Anna Manga, an economic major, called for more smart whiteboards to be made available as 2 of her classes had to be cancelled.
Everything that needs to be placed for learning to happen effectively between the students and the lecturers should be fixed in the immediate effect.
Faraba is becoming lively.
One question from me: where does any synthetic molecule serve the living?
They don't.
Right.
I mean, none.
And am I right in suggesting that a medicine, by definition, is something which contains synthetic molecules, something that is registered, patented, and put into the market as a medicine?
Absolutely.
Proper. Right. So what I'm learning from you, Dr. Young, is that a quadrillion-dollar enterprise is at work amongst us, decimating, culling the human family.
Intentionally.
Intentionally, using synthetic molecules, which by design are cancer, AIDS, all of the bogeymen we could dream up.
Yeah, it's for the purpose of sterilization and population control. There's too many people on the planet we need to get rid of. In the words of Bill Gates, at least 3 billion people need to die. So we'll just start off in Africa. We'll start doing our research there, and we'll eliminate most of the Africans because they're deplorable. They're worthless. They're not part of this world economy. So they have their rights taken away, and they're suppressed, and they're experimented.
And the multilateral agencies and the health and regulatory so-called authorities and agencies appear in the main to have become weaponized and appear, I again use the word appear advisedly, we're not casting judgments here, we're taking depositions, listening to expert testimonies, appear to be weaponized and appear to be working in collusion against the living men and women of the soil. Is that a fair statement?
It is. It's not a bacterial war. It's a systemic poisoning war, and they're using chemical warfare against all of us.